Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but
a bit nervous. This is my first time going out on a bike outside, but I have a helmet, so it's all good. I bought this bike from Kmart the other day and the person I'm renting the apartment from was also kind enough to leave me her bike, but I figured because I'm going to be cycling to work every day, it makes more sense if I just buy my own bike. But when I was bringing it back from the shop the other day, the chain fell off. So anyway, I'm going to try and just use the bike today, and if there are any issues with it, I can just take it back. But I'm about to cycle to Burleigh Heads, which is about 10 kilometers from where I'm staying. I'm super excited. The rain has stopped, it's sunny outside. So I want to go to a wildlife centre and also to do a trek today. I'm going to take you with me and we're going to enjoy the day. I feel so excited. Like, you know when you reconnect with your inner child and you're just like, I want to go on an adventure, I want to go on an adventure. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. Okay, I think that's fine. It may take a while to get to Burleigh Heads. I've been cycling for approximately 2.5 minutes and I just had to stop at this rest area by the beach. It is just so beautiful. Having a little snack as well. Check this out. Something so therapeutic about being by the water. I'm loving today and I've only been on this adventure for the last 5 minutes, but wow, look at this. I'm not going to take my helmet off because otherwise I won't get going again. I'll just stay here because it's just, oh, unbelievable. What a day. Okay, this is where I am right now. This is where I want to go. Burleigh Head National Park. So this seems to be the end of the bike path, and I've still got about 20 minutes to go, and there's a massive set of stairs on the right hand side. I just tried to find another way, but I feel like I'm just going to carry the bike up here. highway, and I definitely don't want to cycle on a main road to get to the wildlife park. And how nice was that guy helping me with the bike up the stairs? Like, he was like, "Hey boss, you want a hand?" I was like, "Yeah, thanks." So yeah, he helped me, and he was super, super friendly. So if you're watching, not that you would be watching, but thank you for helping me. Oh, it's so good to be out in nature. I might have to take this bike back as well, because I know it was a cheap bike and I'm very, very appreciative of it. However, when I put it in 6th gear, there's like a really horrible, like rattling, clicking sound. And it might just be normal because it's a cheap bike, I don't know. But I just want to get it checked out, because I would hate for it to kind of, you know, break or for the chain to fall off again. But I feel like something's not connected properly. So I'm either going to take it to the cycling shop next to my flat, or I might just take it back to Kmart and get them to assemble it. But it might be normal, I don't know. But you know when you're trying to have like a really relaxing bike ride, it's just like click, 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 click. So I don't think it's normal. But anyway, we will see.
Like sunshine and moonlight, like warm and bright, like pillows and pavement, like an accident.
It's a hard thing to know that your soul will stay hollow. Even if I know that nothing lasts forever, it's not easy to let go. Can you love me again? Can things ever be the same? All I do is see things slipping through my fingers.
That's when I leave, so I'll wake you up.
Which is the Bueno banana bomb?
Oh, banana bomb, that one.
Oh my god, can I put that on top as well?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Whatever on.
Whatever you want until here.
Oh my goodness.
All the things I wanna say, and maybe he'll listen someday. I know it is not.
I don't think life can get any better than this right now. How good does this look? So I got mango, ice cream and acai with some strawberries, banana, cookie dough balls, Smarties, hot chocolate sauce, some chocolate buttons and a Kinder Bueno banana chocolate bomb on top. This is like the best thing I think I've ever tried in my life. So good. I would be quite happy just sitting here for the afternoon, but I definitely want to go to that wildlife centre afterwards. It closes at 4 o'clock. It's about 1:30, I think. No, it's 1:15 right now. So yeah, I'm going to get an Uber in a second once I enjoy this. There is literally nobody else here. Got nice coffee. This is why I moved to Australia. I remember so many days in the UK where, you know, I'd have a day off from work and it would just be absolutely pouring down with rain. So I'd go to the gym in the morning, do food shopping, clean the flat, and then literally just stay at home and watch Netflix, which, you know, I enjoyed. But then it's just so nice to actually feel like you can come outside, be in nature. I feel like moving forwards, I'm going to have a much better work-life balance because on days off, I can come and explore, I can recharge. And you know, working in healthcare as an empath, you definitely need tools and things that help to recharge. Otherwise, oh, we're in crocodile country. Otherwise, you just get drained quite quickly. I'm a bit scared and looking for the crocs. Oh, I can see him. Hello, Crocky. There's a big sign saying, warning. Get a bit closer to the croc. Look at his feet. Woo. Crazy. A bit scary. I think I prefer the koalas. Oh, there's another one here. Cheesecake.
Ridiculous name, but it kind of, the more I get to know her, the more it suits her.
How old is she?
So these guys are about 5.
Oh, look
These,
at
I'm not
that.
sure if you were aware of the big bushfires we had about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I saw on the news.
Yeah, that was what impacted these 2 females. So they were orphaned from that.
Oh, that's so sad.
And they were severely burnt on their paws.
Oh.
So they were unable to be released.
Oh. Elliot, are you going to bed?
Young, and we didn't wanna be exposed, even though it was cold.
Learned a lot about koalas. So the chap working here was explaining that by 2050 they think that koalas are going to be completely extinct in southern Queensland, which is crazy just because of all of the urbanisation and stuff. I just want to get some more footage of these dingoes. When I went to Fraser Island a few years ago, there was a dingo running alongside the bus that we were in. Hey. Woo. Okay, it's 3:30. I don't have any lights on my bike, so I definitely want to get back before the sun sets around 5:30, 5:45. So I'll get an Uber now back to my bike at Burleigh National Park and then cycle back. I'm going to try and find a way that just cuts out those stairs. If not, I'll just carry my bike down. But my Uber is going to be here in 10 minutes. And then, yeah, we'll go for a nice bike ride back to the apartment. Also, I just wanted to take a second after reading so many lovely comments under my YouTube video, UK Doctor Moves to Australia, first day on the Gold Coast. So many of you guys have commented, welcome to Australia, welcome to Queensland. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for making me feel very welcome in your country. Thank you for having me. And I promise that I will do everything I can to be of service and be a good doctor in my new hospital. People are so smiley. I'm literally sat up on a ledge and every single person walking past, either alone or with friends or with a dog, they're looking up and giving me like the biggest smile. It's so nice. I've never seen colours like this in my life. It's just so beautiful. Don't think I could ever get bored of this. I'm so excited to see how the time lapse turned out. Anyway, wasn't that incredible? I'm gonna walk to the supermarket because I need to buy some bits and I feel like I just need to stretch my legs a little bit. I did this class at Fitstop the other day, not yesterday but the day before, and oh my goodness, I mean I normally train 5 or 6 days a week in the UK, but it was a HIIT class and I haven't done a HIIT class for a very long time, and I did so many squats and lunges and honestly I could barely even sit on the toilet yesterday and today. So being sat on the bike for most of the day, I just feel like I need to move a little bit and get some steps in. So anyway, I'm gonna go to Broadbeach, go to the supermarket, and then just go home and chill. Look at the sky.
First time I saw you, I was so nervous to talk.
just come to sit down a second because for whatever reason, as I was walking back to the apartment, I just started to get really emotional again. And I know that you guys have said stop crying and enjoy Australia, but I just keep having these like sudden realizations that this is home. And there's something about this place that for me as an empath and somebody that is like super sensitive to energies and just harsh environments, there's something about this place. I'm gonna try not to cry. But it's given me a feeling of safety and calm that I don't think I've ever experienced. Bearing in mind that I'm 43 years old now. There is just something, I don't know whether it's the animals, you know, there are dogs everywhere, or people smiling, or just being out in nature, or just the energy of the place. But there is something about Australia, and specifically the Gold Coast at the moment, that is so soothing for my soul. And this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I just feel it intuitively. And people are walking around with their dogs. I think that's next on my list. I do miss having a pet. I used to have a cat in the UK named Clara, and she sadly passed away about 1.5 years ago. And the plan was for her to come to Australia with me, but she became very unwell. And I would absolutely love to have a dog, but it's not fair, is it? If I'm working in ED and I'm working 10-hour days, I just wouldn't leave a dog alone for that amount of time. So maybe one day I will go to a shelter and rescue a dog. The other thing that I would like to do is volunteer at a shelter. So if you guys know of any shelters that are looking for volunteers once I get my 482 visa, I would absolutely love to do that. But I'm just going to continue my walk. I just wanted to check in and say good morning and thank you very much for following along. I am loving Australia, loving the Gold Coast, loving life, and I just want to say thank you for welcoming me in your beautiful country, and I'm just so grateful to be here. The other thing I was going to say quickly is some of you that are perhaps new to my channel and that perhaps see me as just a UK doctor. Maybe you think that I've had very similar upbringing or background to most doctors. That's not the case at all. So I want to share with you a little bit about my story, and to do that I think the best thing for me to do is to post a video that I made when I was in second year at medical school, and that kind of explains a little bit about how I got into med school later on in life, my life as a child, teenager, growing up in the care system. And I think it will just perhaps explain why this life transition and this move is so meaningful. And when I talk about feeling safe and feeling at peace and why those things are so important to me, I feel like that video might give you some clarification. So watch out for that. I will post it in the description below and you can go and watch that if you feel guided to. Get a hat today. That's one of the jobs on my to-do list. A wide brim hat, I believe you said.
like colouring and journaling are really good because they bring you straight back into the present moment. And from what evidence shows and from my own experience, if we think about the future too much, I mean, it's important, isn't it, to set goals and to have plans, but if we think about the future too much, it could create a state of anxiety. And if we spend too much time thinking about the past and, you know, ruminating and worrying about the choices that we've made or the events that have happened, we can feel quite low in mood.